Hi, this is John Clare, and welcome to a short tutorial here on how to find your images for your son as well as save them so we can use them to produce this year's St. X senior football books. In order to get started, the first thing we really want to do is create some place on your computer to save these files. I'm doing mine on my Windows PC, so some of these steps may be slightly different for a Mac, but basically this should pretty much explain what you need to do. In this case, I'm going to start at my desktop. I'm going to right click, simply say new, folder, and I'll give it a name. So I'll say Senior Football Pick 14, hit the enter key. Now I got a folder on my computer to save files to. To actually get to the files, I'm going to open up a browser, and there's two of us that primarily shoot the games, Milt, Wenzel, and myself. Both of us post everything to St. Xavier's website. I also double post mine to my own website. Sometimes it's easier to get to one versus the other for various reasons. To get to mine, simply type johnclarephotography.com, hit the enter key, go to browse. You'll see a whole bunch of galleries. In this case, we want to scroll all the way down until we see St. Xavier Football 2014, which is over here on the right-hand side. So I click on that gallery. I have two sub-galleries, one's for the JV games and one's for the varsity. We obviously want to go varsity, so I click varsity, and here's the various games. Click on a gallery, and you now have access to any of the pictures that I shot. We can also, though, get to the same pictures, including Milt's, on St. Xavier's website. So I'm going to go stxavier.org. I'm going to go athletics, fall sports. Click on the football link, and you'll notice the link right here, just under the list of the various levels, called football photos. So I click football photos, and it takes me to St. X's athletic smug mug account. Like mine, you want to go to the varsity gallery, and here is where you'll see all the files, actually from this year as well as previous years. You can also tell who shot which galleries. In this case, MPW at the end indicates this was done by Milt. If you see a JKJ at the end, it was done by myself. And if you go to some of the older files, you may even see other names like MBB, which is Mary Beth Bruns. So that tells you who shot them. To actually get to the files and save them, go to a gallery that you want to save. So let's just go, in this case, to my Indy Cathedral gallery. And for each gallery, there will be multiple pages of images. In this case, you'll notice that this is one of 7. So we have 7 total pages with 30 pictures per page. You can navigate the different pages either by simply clicking the next arrow, or you can actually go to the drop down and it'll show a display of page numbers. Select the page number and it'll automatically take you there. So to actually save a file, let's go to this one of Bill or Ben, and let's assume this is one that I want to save for the book. The actual image being displayed right now is not a high-res image. This is a low to medium-sized image. But you'll notice on the far right, we have an option selecting different file sizes. In our case, we want either X3 or original, preferably original. The original one is, in fact, the file that either Milt or myself uploaded. And when we select original, you'll notice that the image itself, in most cases, is going to get physically bigger than your screen will display at one time. You can move around, scrolling left, right, up, down, but because the image is so big, it's so many pixels, it's bigger than the physical screen size can handle. That's fine. That's what we want. Once we have it displayed in the original or the X3 version, all we need to do is simply right-click, say Save Image As, and then navigate through Explorer to wherever we created our folder that we're going to save to. So in this case, I went Desktop, Senior Football Picks 14, and I click Save. Once I'm done, I can click on the image and it returns me back to the regular selection, and I can keep looking for additional pictures. So let's find one more. Let's say this one. So we'll do the same thing. We'll go Original. And as long as you see it loading up here, don't do anything. But once you see the display at the top, you know that the image is loaded fully. I'm going to right-click, save image as, save, and we're in business. If I go back to my desktop and I click on that folder, you will see that both images are now in there. If I want to verify the size, I can say details, and you'll notice that one is 4.2 meg, and the other is 4.2 as well. As long as you're seeing files that are 2,000, 3,000 or bigger, you're good. If you see files that are like 315, 250, or any kind of small number that's probably less than 1,000, you probably selected the wrong file, a medium to a low res. If that's the case, go back to the image and make sure you click original, let it load, and save it again. So basically, that's what we want you to do right now. After the last game, and hopefully that's after a couple playoff games, we will send further instructions on how we want to get those files from you, and then we'll go to work on putting the books together for the boys. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me via my email address, which is jklarejer@gmail.com. J. Clare Jr. at gmail.com. Thanks.